Hey guys, welcome back to Char Report. Today we're switching things up. Instead of praising masterpieces, I'm sharing my personal blacklist. These are the MG kits that gave me the worst building and posing experience ever. Consider this a warning. You really should avoid these or think twice before buying so you don't waste your money. First up is the MG Gundam Exia. Honestly, I almost let this one slide. Why? Because I absolutely adore Exia's design. It's iconic, but I had to be real. Even though it looks cool, the actual experience with this MG kit was just sad and full of flaws. Visually, the articulation is amazing and the inner frame looks sharp and detailed, but there's a fatal flaw in the ankle. Bandai relied entirely on a soft PC part to hold the weight. Imagine the whole heavy Gundam resting on a piece of soft plastic. It's just a terrible design choice. The result? After a short time, that polycap wears out and gets loose. Your Gundam won't stand straight anymore. It'll wobble like it's drunk and eventually faceplant. My Exia literally dove off a 4th floor shelf and shattered. It wasn't just a waste of money, it was incredibly frustrating given the engineering quality. What makes it worse is Bandai seems to be ignoring a 2.0 version. They keep spamming this outdated flawed frame for new kits like the Estrella and Estrella Type F. I hoped these P Bandai releases would bring an upgraded Exia 2.0 frame, but nope, same old loose frame. Seeing them recycle that tech honestly kills any desire I have to buy them. That's why this kit is a nightmare for me. Now I'm just holding my breath for an Exia 2.0. Bandai, if you can hear us, please make it happen. The fans are begging. Exia deserves a proper upgrade because it's truly one of the best Gundam designs ever. Next up, top 4. MG Gundam Mark II Verse.2.0. I know, lots of you are gonna scream, are you crazy? The Mark II 2.0 is legendary. I agree, it is. But it has flaws I can't accept. It's the inconsistency. Bandai gives us a masterpiece leg frame with pistons and pipes, but then look at the skirt armor. It's empty. Why? Why did they skip the inner frame there? When I pay for an MG praised for its inner frame, I expect full detail head to toe, not half measures. The legs look super mechanical and awesome when stripped, but the arms and skirts are just basic plastic plates sandwiched together. It feels like the designers spent 200% of the budget on the legs and ran out of money for the rest. It's a huge letdown. And again, the polycap story. The Mark II's ankle joint feels sketchy. Right out of the box, it felt loose and weak. I took it apart 3 times to check the manual, thinking I missed a washer or something, but no, that's just how it is. A badass Gundam that wobbles when standing just loses all its cool factor. To be fair, this kit has a saving grace, the included base. It's designed like a maintenance hangar launch pad, complete with tiny crew figures working on it. It creates a really lively, realistic diorama vibe, but a cool base can't hide the flaws of the main robot. So, should you buy it? My answer is no. It's nearly 25 years old. The tech is ancient by today's standards. If you love the Mark II design, get the real grade. Even as an early RG, it's solid, detailed, and sharp, unlike those other floppy pre-molded frame kits. Don't buy the MG just for the label and regret it later. Moving to top 3, we have the dynamic duo, MG Dom and MG Rick Dom Verse 1.5. I'm a huge fan of the Dom and the Black Tri-Stars, so my disappointment here is massive. Bandai calls it V1.5, an upgrade, but they ignored the most critical fixes. They just updated some surface details to flex new molding tech while leaving the fatal structural flaws completely untouched. The scariest part that still gives me chills, the ankle connection. To connect the massive feet to the Dom's heavy upper body, Bandai engineers used 4 tiny plastic pegs. It makes no sense. How can 4 flimsy pegs support the weight of a heavy mobile suit like the Dom? It's physically self-destructive. I bet you, over time, one of 2 things will happen. 1, those pegs snap if you pose it too hard. 2, they wear down from friction, causing the Dom to lose balance and fall over. It's a huge, bulky machine with legs as weak as noodles. Another crime is the torso joint. It uses a super basic and weak ball and peg system. If you pick the Dom up by the hips or skirt, you're fine. But grab it by the chest? There's an 80% chance the upper body will pop off or the peg will snap. Playing with an MG while constantly fearing it'll break in half just ruins the fun. The worst part is these flaws existed in the ancient 1999 MG Dom. Bandai had the chance to fix them in the 1.5 but chose to ignore them, only upgrading the hand articulation. In short, both Rick Dom and Dom 1.5 are sugar-coated traps. Nice new plastic hiding obsolete tech. Don't let their bulky looks fool you. Runner-up at top 2, MG Gundam GP02 Physalis. It has this super buff design carrying a massive nuclear bazooka, but the build experience was a huge letdown. I expected Bandai to handle the size better, but nope. The articulation is terrible, partly due to the bulky armor, but mostly due to poor joint design. The massive shield, GP02's signature, is incredibly heavy and lacks cool gimmicks. The arm isn't strong enough to hold it up, so it always has to drag on the ground. It's boring, like playing with a plastic brick rather than an actual action figure. It's top 2 because of the helplessness. Can't pose it, can't play with it. Really hoping for a 2.0 to save this masterpiece. And finally, the final boss. Top 1, the kit that actually scares me, MG Hi-Nu Gundam Ver.Ka. Sounds crazy, right? Hi-Nu Ver.Ka is famous for being one of the most beautiful designs ever, but that beauty comes with a steep price. Bandai's laziness and a water decal nightmare. Look at the funnels on the back. The box art shows a beautiful purple gradient, but open the box? Plain white. Bandai was too lazy to separate the parts, forcing us to create that purple pattern using water decals. If you don't apply them, it looks plain, cheap, and ugly. So I had to apply them, and that's when the disaster started. I built the Gundam in a day, but spent nearly 2 weeks wrestling with those wing decals. Bandai's decals are notoriously thin and fragile. Applying them to the curved funnels was torture. I tore the original set and had to buy third-party decals. Sweat, tears, and money wasted just to fix the manufacturer's laziness. It was a haunting experience. Besides the decals, the structure is flawed too. The funnels are super loose on the backpack. Breathe on them wrong and they fall off. The shoulders and wrists are weak, struggling to hold weapons. Posing it like the box art is a test of extreme patience. Beautiful to look at, terrible to handle. That's why it's my top 1 blacklist item. And that's my personal blacklist. What about you guys? Ever bought an MG that made you want to rage quit after building it? Or do you think any kid on this list was treated unfairly? Don't be shy, drop a comment below to vent. We might find some shared trauma there. If this video saved you some money, or just gave you a laugh, don't forget to like and subscribe to Char Report. It gives me the motivation to keep making these honest reviews. Thanks for watching. Peace out.